Okay, what I'm going to put in here is a T-bone style flat set. I'm going to use this grass right here as a backing. I'm going to take this cow bone, and it's clean, bleached bone I picked up from somewhere else. No meat or anything else left on it. I'm going to drive it into the ground just like that. Then what I do to get my spacing is I put right there where my bait's going to be, right here's where I want my trap. That way when that animal comes in theory, if he comes in off this trail, he's going to go right to the trap. Or if he comes from this way, hopefully he'll straddle this, put his nose right here, and if you had to put his feet right like this. That's my thinking behind setting these traps like this and offsetting them to the side a little bit and bringing them back, not right off, not hugging the bait or the attractant right here. I like it right there, where his nose goes there, foot goes there. That's my thinking anyway.
That's one of those things, and Jake catches a ton of coyotes, by the way. That's one of those things that you ask 50 trappers and you're probably going to get 49 different answers.
I will agree with that, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. Get that rock out of here.
That's something you kind of learn and pick up on your own as you go. Start catching them, start seeing what they're doing, and what works best for you.
Right here, I want to make this hole as tight fitting to the trap as I can and not tear up a whole bunch of ground, because I want this to blend right in and him not even know anything but that bone is there. So when we blend this in, put dirt over it, we're going to get some grass clippings and cut over the top of that and blend it in and kind of make it look like the rest of the ground here. You see a little bit of dirt, but not everything. So we'll go ahead and get this trap in. Pull up on your trap to set your stake, and then I just like to kind of beat a little hole in there, and that lets my chain set somewhere. And the next thing I do is I get a little piece of polyfill. It don't take much, and that's another thing that you ask 50 trappers, you'll get 49 different answers. Polyfill works, coffee filters work, pan covers work, peat moss works. I personally like polyfill and dry dirt.
Yeah, I like polyfill too. You know, like I said, I've been using screens. The only thing about the coffee filters, they're cheap and they work good. If you get any moisture, they're going to soak it right up.
I don't like how that pan's sitting on that one. If your pan's setting too high, you can just take your driver, push down just a hair, let's hope that's not too low. Right there's about right. It sets it real flat. Maybe even a little lower than the jaws. So then we're going to come in here and we're going to bed that thing in there real tight.
Is there any certain spot you like to put the dog, or is it just kind of...
Dog goes where the dog goes. It could be pointing, I mean right now it's pointing pretty much 12. It could be, you know, you could have the dog pointed that way, you can have it pointed back towards you. It don't matter where the dog's at. To me it matters where the pan's at.
Right.
So now we got no wobble on that trap. Take a scoop of dry dirt, maybe 2, maybe 3. Clean your pan off, or I do anyway, and then I'll give the covering. Get rid of my excess dirt. And Go trying to blend this in.
Yeah, those scissors come in real handy.
They're real handy till you put one of these in and then you set them down right here and take everything else to the truck and drive off and have to come back.
I normally leave my driving.
I've left my hammer and it's painted orange. That's pretty well blended in. It's not all just solid grass here, so I'm leaving a little bit of dirt showing. You can put something like that right there, just kind of guide their foot. And now we're ready for our bait and lure. Right here I'm going to use some of my bait. I make this, it's called Hybrid. Take a popsicle stick or whatever you want to use, sticks from you find laying around. I just hate having to look for a stick every time I stop to make a set. I just poke that down in the hole like that right there.
That's right in the hole on that T-bone?
I'm going to put just a little piece of wool in there to cover it. And then we are going to use a little bit of Versat's Extreme Performance Winter Coyote Blend. Just a little bit right there above our bait. Just a tiny smear up here of Montana long call.
It doesn't take much. Coyote's got a good nose. They can find it.
Yeah, just a pea-sized smear. And then we use Versat's coyote urine. And that's good.
Right on. Now we got this, as y'all can tell, the wind is whooping today. I don't know how the audio is. This guy back there, kind of up on a little ridge a little bit. And right down there is a draw. They run up and down that draw, coyotes will. And we have a wind coming out from the west. And we planted this trap on the west side of this draw. So that smell, that sand is going to go all the way through that draw. They'll be able to pick it.
I'm gonna get far back so I don't get bit. Because I do not want to get bit. Don't get close to him.
What is that?
It's dexamethasone. It's a steroid to help him with his swelling. And right here is penicillin. And we're about to have to get some more penicillin. By giving 3 cc's of each in one shot. I don't know if that's the official way that the pros do it, but that's the way I was told to do it, so we'll see. So far it seems to be working. Alright, what we got here is a coyote caught in an MB 550, I believe. Yeah, it's a 550. He's caught in a step down dirt hole. I've been doing pretty good on the step down dirt holes this year. I'll have to look at my book to tell you what bait and lure. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take him out of the trap, give him some injections, help his foot out a little bit, and we're gonna put him in this cage right over here, and we're gonna take him home and put him in a pen. Well, let's get to it. All right, buddy. Come on, buddy. Right here. Be my dude. There we go. Nice and easy. There, now you can bite it. All right, now we can hold him down. We got control of this animal. He's not being choked. He's just held firmly. Lock my pole here. Uncap my syringe. And right like that, give him a shot. Take it out. Recap my syringe. Back pocket. He's in that 550, so his foot is not hurt at all. I mean, he's caught, he's held there, but there is no foot damage on this animal. These traps do not hurt an animal, they hold an animal. Now we're going to take him out of the trap with these hands. Look at this foot. He might have a scrape on there, but we can spray that with what's called blue coat, or any kind of animal antiseptic spray, and really it's just, it ain't cut, it might have just been smashed a little bit. And then we're gonna put this old joker, let's see what we got here. Got an old female, and we're gonna put her in this cage like so. Shut the door behind her, release her from the pole, take the noose off of her. And now we're going to remake the set with a captive audience, so to say. Glad we got to see one. Well, stick your thumb in there, asshole.
When you remake the set, what kind of set you going to put back in?
I'm going to put down a step down dirt hole just like before. I can look at my records real quick and use the same bait and lure. We really don't need no lure at this set. She's left behind plenty of good smell. I mean, there's coyote urine, there's droppings, and she's torn this patch of dirt up. So we're going to go ahead and get to it. Alright, so we've got this set remade that we just caught this coyote in, and what we've got here is just a regular dirt hole put in with a dirt hole punch, and then do my hand like that right there, and the pan, if we sift it off, ought to be just right in here somewhere. Right there's our pan. So that's maybe just a little bit further back than what I would normally like, but the way this is all cut right here, it's going to kick this coyote back a little bit further, I think, and they're going to come in maybe from this way and walk right to that dirt hole, get their foot where we need it, and maybe we'll get another one here in a day or so. So we'll get this covered back up, and I'll also put some of these fresh droppings that she left just right here to kind of create. That way we can't get anything back out here. She's going to step over that and onto the pan if she comes from that way. So we're going to put a little bit more dirt back over our pan. We'll move this piece of grass. I don't like that there. And just spread our dirt out. We're going to put some bait down the hole and maybe shoot it with a shot of urine, and that's all we're going to do. So what we're going to use here is my test bait that we call Regulator. I've got it in an old Rousseau bait jar because I'm cheap. And just right down the hole. A piece of sheep's wool, clean my spoon off, press it down the hole, cover up our bait. coyote pee, and we're done.